Welcome to Divinely Engineered. I am the Divine Engineer. This is going to be a reading for my high vibrational air signs, my Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius placements, okay? So we're going to get into with this new moon in Sagittarius that just passed, and now we are in Mercury retrograde. We're going to just kind of see what you guys are going to be reevaluating, the new seeds that you're going to be planting, stuff like that, okay? So, immediately what I got, we pulled out the cards. We have Aries, 11th house, 1st house, and Saturn. So with that Aries energy mixed with that 11th house, 1st house, and Saturn, so what's giving me is you're reevaluating what you've learned. You're reevaluating what you learned about your circle of friends and who you have around you. So your 11th house really is who you associate yourself with, your friend groups, any groups that you're a part of, any social groups, just any type of associations, right? You're really reevaluating who needs to be in your life and the purpose they serve in your life. And I really do with this in the 1st house, I really think that you're considering how these people have made you feel about yourself and the lessons that you've learned about having certain types of people around you. And I really feel like you're getting really realistic about the type of people that need to be around you, right? This is an understanding of who the qualities and the attributes that your soul tribe will have. And you're coming through those lessons by what you've experienced and the social groups and the friendships that you've had before, right? Those have been your greatest teachers to teach you what you need to look for moving forward. Because I think the lesson here is that these people didn't serve you, right? These are people who you felt like you had to free yourself from. And there's also a lesson in here on the level of freedom you have by who you surround yourself with. So some people can make you feel free as a bird, and some people can make you feel restricted. And I really think that you're looking at yourself and what about yourself attracted these groups of people, or what about you kind of resonated with these groups of people. So I really do feel like you're looking at yourself. So you're looking at yourself, but you're looking at yourself in context of who you've allowed to be around you, right? Okay, so with this Aries, this gives me like willpower, like bossing up, and with this mixed with that Saturn, bossing up based off of what you've learned, right? Taking that and moving forward with it, right? So this is not just, you're just not just thinking about it, you're going to act on this. So you're going to act on, I've learned I can't be around these type of people. I know what jealousy looks like. I know that if I'm an ambitious go-getter person, I need other ambitious people around me. Not saying that that's the only thing that I have around me, but if I have people who are extremely unmotivated around me, that makes me feel in bondage. That makes me feel like I have to level down my enthusiasm to meet their unenthusiastic energy. And I don't want to do that, right? Because this is all about how your self-expression and how you can express yourself, right? And the people around you absolutely are going to affect that. So I feel like you're in this mood here with this Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Empress, and the 10 of Wands. So again, like I just feel like you have a lot of ideas, and I'm getting like material ideas, like business, job opportunities that you really want to pursue. And I feel like you're cutting away everything that will kind of get in your way of focusing on that, because you're really being intentional about birthing this new version of yourself and birthing this new life, right? You want the new circle of friends, you want the new job, you want the new business, you want all of that stuff. So you're taking a look at everything with this 10 of Wands that has weighed you down and has burdened you, because you realize you got to pack light and travel light into this new into this new adventure, into this new chapter, right? You want this 10 of Cups into this Temperance. You want relationships and friendships that are truly going to pour into you, and just like that soul family nourishing, like, damn, I'm so glad that I know you type of energy, right? You want that. You need that type of balance in your life. I just feel like you really just need to be, and again, with this Page of Swords, you're learning and you're reevaluating what those friendships look like. What does that type of person look like? How does that type of person make me feel? How will I know that it's them? All of those things, like how can I present myself to attract what I want to in friends? Those are all the things that you're going to be thinking about. And of course, the presentation is always just going to be being yourself, right? But there's also an element of, with this with these lessons that you've learned, you're learning who that new version of yourself is, right? So give yourself grace in that. You know, this is new to you. Allow yourself to be a beginner to this phase of your life. You're not going to be, you know, an expert right away. So Holy Spirit, clarify this Aries. Clarify this Aries. But yeah, I'm getting, with this Aries, I'm getting you're taking control of your life, and you're sitting here thinking about how to do that based off of the lessons that you've learned. Well, endings are inevitable. Endings are inevitable. That 37 reduces down to a 10. That's completion. You understand that, okay, I had to walk away from these people, and also this version of myself needs to die, right? So you're looking out, and this, like, you see she's like sitting on a dock, and she's kind of like looking out, and you see like there's a boat out here, but you see there's clouds. So that gives me a lot of like mental and thoughts. You're thinking about what's next and who you're going to become next, right? You know that this evolution was absolutely necessary. With this mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. You might be thinking about changing your diet, exercise, or you might be being led to do that. Okay. But yeah, like, you know, this version of yourself has come to an end, and it's like, okay, I'm okay with that. Now, who's this new person? What's this next version, right? That's really what the thought process is going to be on. Clarify this 11th house, Holy Spirit. Clarify this 11th house. Unplug and relax for a spell. So I feel like, and with that 3 creation, really taking a break out in this time, using it for reevaluation instead of actually the forward motion, right? Because you're thinking about how to make things go forward. And to think about that, you need to unplug and rest and kind of assess the situation, right? So that's what this Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. This is just kind of being purposely putting yourself in that hangman energy of evaluation, and let me see what the fuck is going on before I make my next move. And that's with that 11th house. You're reevaluating those friendships and who has been around you. And with this dragon, slay them all, you're reevaluating who did not bring balance to your life and who is no longer in your life, right? And you could have already made those cuts, but now you're just doing those final evaluations because you don't want to run into that same type of person, those same group of people, right? That same type of energy. So in order to learn from that, you're assessing it. All right, so clarify this first house. Clarify this first house. Spaceships, don't be afraid to sing. Okay, so this first house is all about self-expression, and they're telling you don't be afraid to be your most authentic self, because your most authentic self is what's going to bring in your soul tribe. That's going to be like that, for lack of a better terms, like a mating call, but not just for relationships, but for friendships. To be able to know that you're out there, you got to be yourself, right? You have to let people know that this is me, so they can make their decision whether they like that or not. You know what I mean? And it's not your concern whether people don't like who the real you is, because the real you is going to connect with people, or going to attract people who fuck with you, who get it. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to attract your tribe, and you're being guided to know that you attract that through being your authentic self. It's not anything that you got to go and put on this mask to do, right? Yeah. Also, you're being guided right here with this feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. And then library, take control of your own narrative. Um, yeah. So, and then behind that, you had escapist, come home to yourself. So what I'm really getting right now, again, with that tower, unplug and slow down, they're telling you to like celebrate the fact that you've cut these people off and you're in this very focused energy of, okay, now how can I get to the bag? How can I get to the people around me who are going to help me get to the bag, who are going to elevate each other and prop each other up. So all of this positive forward moving energy, but they're also saying to slow down and take inventory on just how much you've healed and how much you've done for real, because in letting these people go, that hasn't been something that's been really easy. Those have been, with that Saturn here, these are harsh lessons. These are life and soul lessons that you've learned with these people. So give yourself time to process that without trying to rush to the next thing, okay? So clarify Saturn, Holy Spirit. Clarify Saturn. Goodness, you learned a lot of motherfucking lessons. Okay, I'm not going to take all of these, but the one here, you can be your own knight. Like, you learn that you don't have to rely, especially with this 11th house here, to not rely on other people for your happiness, to not rely on other people to validate your ideas, to validate your own existence. You learn to validate your existence, right? Yeah, and over here, release your guilt. Release the guilt that you had for having to leave these people behind, right? Because you will have like survivor's remorse, survivor's guilt. When you let go of these people, like after the dust settles and you're just like, damn, did I make the right decision? And Spirit is saying, yes, you have. You know, that's why you need that time to kind of regenerate and recoup after you've made these big life altering decisions and cut off these relationships that may have been in your life for decades, years, or they may have just been very impactful in your life, right? So give yourself grace with that, but also don't guilt trip yourself over choosing what was best for you, because you made the right decision, right? You absolutely made the right decision. So let me get I'll just take that one from here. All right, and we will close, let me see, we'll close out here with some animal messages. Holy Spirit, what does my high vibrational air sign collective, what do they need to keep in mind as they are contemplating this, how they express themselves, how they show up in friendships, how other people show up in friendships with them as they are evaluating all these things, all the lessons that they've learned. What do they need to keep in mind, Holy Spirit? Flew, didn't it? Jaguar growth. Maturity is the ability to change, and change cannot happen without death. This does not necessarily mean a physical death, but it could mean the ending of a relationship, a situation, or simply your decision to not continue with the same old habits. Yeah. Forgiveness was at the bottom here. If you're feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You are asked to forgive and be gentle with others. So this could also be processing through the anger that the anger of what you've allowed with the people in your life, right? Angry with how people have treated you. Like, damn, like, yeah, they really had you fucked up. They really did have you fucked up. But then we have coyote playfulness. This is a reminder to not take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a minute. Yeah, so don't, even though you're, yeah, these are people who like played on your innocence. Yeah. These are people who played on your innocence and played in your face and took your kindness for weakness. And I understand how frustrating that can be. But Spirit is encouraging you to take this as an opportunity for growth, right? And to also not take yourself so seriously and not take other people so seriously. So introduce, because Saturn can be very serious. You're learning and you're sitting there, and you know, air signs can be very mental, very into their head. But don't forget to take a break from this healing, to take a break from this thought process, and go out there and do something that's going to change up your energy. Go, you know what I mean? Like, just go do something to enjoy yourself. Don't get bogged down in this, and just forget the fact that you cannot, forget the fact that you can change your energy. Okay? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Give me one more spirit animal message. Oh, yeah, that innocence came back out. Good news. You may receive an important but very unexpected gift. With deep respect, someone has sacrificed a lot to help you open doors and grow. A lot of things will change for the better. So yeah, baby, like, change is coming. You're just reevaluating and going through your lessons of what has happened in the past. Okay, air sign. So that is your message. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. I love you.